great, like Amanda just said. Anytime you get more than 6 people for poetry, it's a crowd. So we're going to go with it. I'm Jane Rayburn. Beltane in ancient Ireland was a fire festival where you lit fires to bless the crops and the cattle and the other livestock. And so I have chosen a theme of fire. And the poets who are here tonight have been, and the readers are free to interpret that in any way they choose. It's got a wonderful sense of nature.
Thanks, Jane. Hey, folks.
Hi.
It's good to be back again. What a winter we had, huh? Well, spring is what? Spring is awakening, returning. Fire is awakening. I have 2 poems of my own and one from somebody else tonight. And the first one, as you'll see the image up there, is of Traveler Mountain. And that brings the fire theme. That was a volcano eons and eons ago.
Where is the mountain?
It's at the northern end of Baxter State Park.
Wow.
Near Patton.
I had no idea we had a volcano in Maine.
And it was one of the largest remnants of a volcano in the state. Traveler Mountain. Down past the pond, the woods rose sharply, the mountain topped in green. It had the look of freshly mowed grass, the trees even, soft. We hiked it some that day, following the stream, showing the bare rock, bones, the water carving deep kettle holes in ancient lava. Holes filled with liquid glass, the clearest water. It invited us to enter, to drink, to cleanse. That night at camp, gazing at the fire, glowing oak, I thought about the huge mound rising near the pond. I thought of the mass of ancient lava, the smooth, deep gray. A mass so intense its presence lingered. I felt it the rest of the night, like we were right next to each other. And this one is about January and the depths of winter's grip, but knowing that it's going to pass. The geese where I live on Sebago Lake are always a sign that spring is here. When January had us beaten. When January had us beaten and it hurt to breathe. When the pines cracked with cold in the windy freeze, we believed in you. We believed in the promise of repeated sounds. The geese would return from making their rounds. Loud and bold, honking, low in flight, the April geese come heralding spring's delight. The ground gets soft, maple sap starts to run, and that shovel's banished for a chair in the sun. Bouncing robins on the back lawn, jousting red-breasted, chirping their song. Yes, we believed in you, spring, your sacred seed, your kernel of light, fire upon a southern wind, a transition time. Before the summer's madness, the lake's opening I'll heed. I'll take out the canoe and watch the ice bleed. Thank you. This one is about geese returning too. It's called Migration, and it's not my own. It's by Ray Thomas, formerly of the Moody Blues. Migration. On and on they journey southward to the land of warmer summers. On the way they shed their feathers for the poet's hand to write love letters. Flying high in straight formation, seeking out their destination. Over seas and windswept forest, frost and snow, they're soon forgotten. Trees are bare, snowflakes are falling. You can hear their leaders calling. Follow me, fly strong, my brother. Be strong of heart and help each other home. And here I am, I'm just a man. And there you are among the stars, flying high, searching for a new tomorrow. I wish I could follow. Nearer still to new horizons, chill winds blow so far behind them. Endless days and sleepless nights, a borrowed gift navigates their flight. Still and pure this morning air, so tired now but almost there. The mysteries of nature's calling, some will climb, while others return back home. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jane, for organizing and conducting these celestial poetry events, and thank you to the audience. So this first poem is by James Lowe, and it is on the occasion of his being at Wasatiquik Stream in the North Maine woods. I am sitting in a lean-to streamside, clothes hanging overhead to dry after this morning's rain. My boots are propped up in the rock fireplace, everything waiting for the sun. The buttercups along the stream do not shine enough. And my second poem that I'll read is by Mary Oliver. It's called Dreams. All night, the dark buds of dreams open richly. In the center of every petal is a letter. And you imagine if you could only remember and string them all together, they would spell the answer. It is a long night, and not an easy one. You have so many branches, and there are diversions, birds that come and go, the black fox that lies down to sleep beneath you, the moon staring with her bone-white eye. Finally, you have spent all the energy you can, and you drag from the ground the muddy skirt of your roots and leap awake, with 2 or 3 syllables like water in your mouth, and a sense of loss, a memory, not yet a word, certainly not yet the answer, only how it feels, when deep in the tree all the locks click open, and the fire surges through the wood, and the blossoms blossom. So this third poem, which I contributed to, is actually a collaborative poem. It was written on the occasion of a hike on the new moon around the autumnal equinox to the Baxter Peak to watch the sunrise. And it's called Bunkhouse Poem 2009. Venus rises, shooting stars abound, anticipation of sunrise. The journey of life is to be taken one step at a time, then look back at your accomplishments. The betwixt and between, travelers searching for peaks and orbs of fire, filling the soul cup to the brim. We give thanks to spirit and walk with wind through starfields to greet the sun. Climb, breathe, heart, breathe. Sunrise building, earth spinning, Katahdin. Breathe, heart, breathe. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Listen to nature. Height we gained, beauty we saw, the knife edge traversed. Oh my God. Bigelow sedge, lichen galore, sun's first light, down it does pour. Blessed we be, able to see, shadow of mightiest mountain, bearer of life and mystery. Breathe. I would like to conclude by thanking you and saluting the fire in your hearts where the light begins.
Thank you, Jeff.